Constable Cochrane 2845. Okay, so you can leave or you can get arrested for trespassing.
Where's the no trespassing sign? You didn't
All
even do
over the
your
place.
investigation.
I did. They're everywhere. Keep walking.
Look at the sign.
Okay,
Where is
Cochrane, come over here and
Take
see.
this?
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey, what's going on? We are back in Ottawa at the Communications Security Establishment Canada, aka CSIS, Canadian Security Intelligence Service Headquarters in Ottawa, Ontario. Exercising our rights peacefully and professionally. Today we're here with True North Transparency again. See down there they have photos and videos are prohibited. Are they really? I'm not sure about that. To answer your question, they are not.
Down near the CSIS entrance with some people who are recording me, and they're not talking to me, and they're just recording and refusing to leave. There's two individuals on both sides. Okay, so I'll just stay here and wait with them. Okay, bye.
Pardon?
You guys want to give me your names or anything like that, or
What are we doing wrong?
it's private property and there's signs all over saying you cannot film and record around
This is
here.
private property?
It is indeed.
Where's visitors parking?
Pardon?
Where's visitors parking?
Visitor parking is all down here, but it is
Oh,
all
okay.
private property.
Okay, so it's not private property then.
It is private property. This is all private property. Off of the road here is all private property.
Okay, and who owns the property?
Pardon?
Who owns it?
The government.
Okay. So government property is private property?
This property in particular is private property.
And what makes this one in particular private property and not other government facilities?
I'm not going to answer any.
Because you don't know. Because you're uneducated.
Full of shit. Pass the gate. Government property is not private property. It's called public property. I know you're not, because you're kind of a douche.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
just doing
The way
my
you
job.
just came up to me, man, I didn't say a word.
I know.
No, you didn't say a word. I'm following my rules, and what
No,
I
you're
think-
not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I guarantee you don't even know your rules, dude.
Are you're a security guard, right?
Yes, I am.
May I please see your security guard badge?
Yes, you can. Too.
Thank you, sir.
You're good. There are rules on this property that we're not breaking.
So it is not a physical badge per se. This is all I have. From
Yeah, that's
them.
fine, yeah.
number?
Just the number is
It's
fine.
Just so it's actually a piece of paper here.
I just want your name
Oh,
and
yeah.
your guard number.
You get that. I won't get too close. With a little skittish about it.
Tyler?
Yes, sir.
And your guard number is... Where's the guard number?
Number is license number is right there, sir.
5002957. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that.
Here's a question for you. What do you do about the Teslas that work here? You make sure they shut their cameras all off?
That
I
is-
highly doubt it.
That is not part of my job.
Your job is just to hassle people that are working on a story and taking pictures?
No, not at all. I'm here to do a job which is enforce rules that I've been given,
Oh, yeah?
and that is it. And that is all. And that is what I do.
Yeah,
So
you're
did you-
enforcing the wrong rules there, dude.
Did you tell the cops to come here or just another security guard?
Pardon?
Did you tell the cops to come here to back you up or just another security guard?
No, I informed my dispatch.
Okay, so another security guard? So no one with any real authority. Gotcha.
So it's Tyler, you said?
Yeah.
So Tyler, you think that nobody can walk on this property? You know you have signs, right?
I never said nobody can walk on this property.
Yeah. So what?
It is public access. People can walk through.
Nailed it.
Public access.
Right.
Yeah, public
Private
access.
property, public access. Okay? There are
Until you
signs-
hit a gate.
There are signs posted all over that say you cannot
No,
record here.
right there. And then at the other entrances, we're not entering. You notice that?
sir.
We stopped well before the signs, Tyler. You realize?
I do, sir.
That's good. I'm glad you
And
realized.
there were no trespassing signs that we passed by, no private property signs that we passed by,
I understand
just
that.
so you're aware.
And just so you're aware, I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing what I was
What's
doing.
going on here,
Sure.
boys? Why are we filming?
What's with that Canadian flag there?
So Canadian. Why are we filming?
The Canadian flags are red
There's
and white
no filming or taking pictures out here.
on their property.
Is there a law?
This is property.
No, it isn't.
This is the private property. Yes.
Right? So why would the sign be there and not there? But you're right out of breath there, fella. Why don't you slow down and give me your guard number first?
My card number
Yeah.
is 24.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, you're
My
registered with
badge,
the
my
ministry.
badge is right here.
You're
24.
registered with the Ministry of the Attorney General. You get like an 8-digit license to be a guard. You're a security guard, right?
Yeah.
You're not a cop.
Yeah.
So what's your guard number? You have a
I'm
guard.
24. I have a badge number. It's 24.
So you're the 24th security guard in Canada? They don't do that.
It's the badge they give me. It's all.
No, you
it's all I got.
have an employee. It's issued from the Ministry of the Attorney General. It's got an 8-digit number on it. You are required by law to show that to anybody who asks you to show that. Section 5 of the Security, Private Security and Investigators Act.
What are
So,
we trying to get out of this here?
May
boys?
I
Like,
please see your
Yeah,
guard
we
card?
want the guard
I don't have a
number.
guard card. I work for the government. I don't have a guard card.
He had a piece of paper on him with his on it,
They asked to see my license and I showed it to them. As
I don't have a
leave.
license.
which is required
I'm
by
a-
your
I'm a-
policy.
You're
I
an
have a
unlicensed guard? Sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut
No, no,
you.
you're
You're
good.
an unlicensed guard? That's insane.
No, it's because I work for the government. I don't have to have a guard's
you do.
license. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Not if I work for the government.
That's insane.
Well, to me, you're not even a security guard. You have no authority. You haven't presented anything to
Well, you
prove
guys
that you're
are
a
on
security
private
guard.
property. I'm gonna ask you guys to leave, please.
Where's the trespassing sign? This is government property, dude.
It's publicly accessible right here.
Yeah, our man Tyler here told us it's publicly accessible, which it certainly is.
I was told that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
it's
He's mad at him.
access through the courtyard because like civilians walk through on a regular basis. Every day I see people walking through. You know, they're not recording; they're just walking through.
Yeah, but these guys are recording. You
Yes,
guys
I
aren't
know.
supposed
That's
to be
exactly
recording
what I
here.
told them. They're not allowed. I pointed out that there's signs everywhere,
Yeah.
and they've just started with all of this, and they're being.
Like, what are we trying to get out of this? I don't understand.
Well,
You
I'm
certainly
independent media.
Okay.
I'm working on a story about this facility here.
Okay.
So
know. And
that's it.
unlicensed security guards working for CSIS. Don't
I'm just
even
putting my
try
hand.
to
I'm just putting my hand in front. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera.
you.
I don't want to be on camera.
You do understand that there are rights in this country.
Yes, I do.
And
I
they do
understand.
apply on publicly accessible property. We're not breaking any of your rules, man. Not one rule about this property. That would be entering a restricted area, which is that gate there.
What's your name, sir?
Don't worry about my name.
That's Tyler. What's your
Tyler?
name?
First name David.
Nice to meet
Oh,
you,
and
David.
Here's a question Tyler couldn't answer. What do you do with these cars that all have dash cams on them? They're all passing your security gate with dash cams on and taking that footage home. That's insane. I wouldn't allow that. I'd have an issue with that.
So Tyler, what do you do if CBC's comes here to work on a story? Look, he knows. He said too much already.
Yeah. Tyler's gonna get fired. Sorry, Tyler. Didn't mean to throw you under the bus there.
Boys, like, we gotta leave here. Come on. Like,
No, we don't, actually. We're not in violation of any goddamn rule or any restricted area.
Are you law enforcement?
I'm not.
Okay. Are you
You're
security
not-
guard?
we're not law enforcement.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, this is weird. I don't like this. You guys are guards, but you're not actually registered with the Ministry of the Attorney General. That's illegal. You guys can't even be calling yourself security guards. I'm more of a security guard than you are, dude. I have the same vest. I could just pull the thing down and have something written on it. So, no way, man. There's no way you're a guard. You too.
May I please see your guard card?
Your guard license issued by the Ministry of the Attorney General?
What's your license number and your name?
My badge number is 69.
That's Tyler. That's David. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary. And what's your license number?
My badge number is 69.
69. What's your license number to be a security guard in Ontario? Should be like a
I've
8 to 9 digit
identified
number.
myself. You haven't identified yourself. What is your name?
Well, that's your policy,
You guys
right?
are exercising security practices without a license. That's illegal. Even 4 ceases. It's not lawful what you guys are doing. You guys better get back behind that gate because that's where you belong.
We're just standing out here just like you guys.
Oh yeah, okay, that's cool.
we're
As
just
long as
standing
you're
out
just
here
standing out here, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So, David, what if CBC comes to work on a story here? Are they not allowed to film either?
Well, there's a procedure to go about it.
Okay, so you have
So
to
if you
ask
guys
permission
if
first?
you guys do want to have
I'm already
footage
working
for
on the
something.
story. I'm
What's
good.
that?
I'm already working on it. I'm good.
Well, David, before you start pulling that out, let me inform you. It's Section 2B of the Canadian Charter of Rights, which entails the freedom of the press, one of our fundamental freedoms of this country.
So
Which-
you guys are for the press?
Anybody can be a member of the press. Anyone with a cell phone, anyone can be independent media, correct? So CBC, me, him, we're all news outlets. You can't discriminate between one or the other.
So what kind of story are you guys trying to write?
Independent media.
But I can't tell you who I work for.
We're independent media.
Apparently, I just seem to know more about the law than you guys do. It's a little nutty.
That is the name of your outlet?
No.
No? So what are you guys here for? We just want to help you guys out.
Yeah, we're just trying to help you guys out.
That changed.
Well, the faster we get this resolved,
Yeah.
the easier it'll be.
You know what would have been really fast? If you came out and said, "Hey guys, how's it going? It's a beautiful day. What are you guys doing today?" We would have been like, just taking some picture and video. And you would have been like, "You know what? Have a great day. How long are you guys going to be here for?" We would have been like, we're not going to be bullied off the property. We'll leave whenever we feel like it. We have no nefarious intentions.
That's
We are
good.
not.
I'm glad you guys have no
Well,
nefarious intentions.
You know, it's good that you cleared that up. However, this is private property.
So the people
So-
with cameras
so
usually
there
have
is-
nefarious intentions?
There are clear signs everywhere that says photos and videos prohibited.
Yeah, I don't see
Right
any
now,
law
there are-
attached to that sign. So if there was a sign there that said people with long hair can't
Check
pass
every
this
Tesla
line.
that comes out for a camera. What do you do? I asked David.
Now
here,
hold
what do you
on
do?
now. Well, what
Oh,
if
sorry, I didn't
what if the sign said no black people allowed? Are you gonna enforce that sign?
Look, this is private property. The signs are clearly there to inform.
It's not private property.
It
It's
is.
public.
This
It's
is
public.
private
It's
property.
publicly
This is
accessible
private
property.
It is
It's
not.
publicly
Unless
accessible
Unless you have
property.
an invitation, which you do not have.
You're gonna have to
unfortunately.
leave.
Another one we're gonna.
I advise you guys call law enforcement instead of more security guards.
Yeah.
We're in the process of doing that.
And you know where your authority ends? At that gate there, dude. You too.
It's wherever the property line ends, sir.
No, it's not private property. It's government property. There
That's
are
private
restrictions.
property.
There are restrictions which are clearly outlined by a security gate over there. But other than
So
that,
you
no.
can see that, but you can't see the sign that says no photos, no
No
videos.
photos.
What if it says no black people
Yeah.
allowed?
Or no
That's not
praying.
what it
Can you
says,
answer
does
that question?
That's not what it says, does it?
Oh, it says no recording, which is against our fundamental freedoms.
No, not when it's. on
Yes, it
private
is.
property.
Do you know what
We're
Section
not on-
2B entails?
Have you ever heard of the Trespassing Act?
Yeah, actually, I have. Do you know what the first sentence is of it? Why don't you educate them a little bit?
Anyone who is not acting under a right or authority conferred by law. We're not passing your checkpoints, guys. There's
So we are
Sweet.
acting under a right
That's
and
all
an
you can do.
authority conferred by law. That is the Trespass of Property Act, ma'am. So we are, yes, to answer your question, yes.
This is a
We are
fundamental
very,
right
very
and freedom
familiar.
that we are exercising right here, right now, by doing our story, without crossing your security checkpoint. There's where you're. That's where you guys are all are muddled up
So-
about things.
At the police station?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, the police have been called?
So we've
Hold on, you
informed
know
you
what?
that you guys are
Sorry.
on private
Wanna hold this for a
property.
sec?
We asked you to please leave. We've identified ourselves. We don't know any of your names. I mean, we're playing by the rules here. So
Don't like cops.
Now I'm done talking to the cops.
I'm done talking to you guys too. You should probably do a huddle, figure out, start googling rights and stuff, and the Trespass of Property Act. You might want to brush on that up on that one because what was your badge number again?
6'9".
6'9", and that's 2-4. Not security guards. Call the cops on people exercising their rights. If something bad happens, it falls on you two, and then Tyler, the security guard over there. There will be a lawsuit coming your way. Not anybody
Tyler,
else. The
David,
police
and
you.
Mary.
They are on their way.
That's fine. We'll wait for it. But we're done.
And I hope you learned something here today. When the law enforcement come and they know that we're exercising their rights and they leave us alone, then maybe you'll be educated as well. And maybe, just maybe,
While I get a nice tan and wait for
And just maybe you'll be able to apologize to us for the way you guys acted here today.
And just pray to God they don't violate our rights. I would. If I were you, I would just pray that they don't violate our rights.
I'm not slightly worried.
You guys don't need to be past that gate, and
Let-
you should be.
Let me ask you something, Mary. Can we like just walk along that path here if we're not recording?
You can walk along the path there
Okay.
if you would like to.
So if I'm walking along that path there and I think, hey, today's a great day to just bless God, you know, God took care of me today. What if I just stop right there and just get on my knees and just start praying, you know, just have a little prayer, you know?
So is God the person who brought you here?
Well, I'm asking you a question. If I were to go on that sidewalk right there without recording at all, but I say a prayer,
But you're saying hypothetical things, and right now I'm trying to focus on the current situation, and you're not on the sidewalk right there praying to God.
well, I'm trying to educate you a little
He's
bit.
trying to help you understand.
I'm trying to educate you a little bit on the fundamental freedoms that all Canadian citizens have. Freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech. They all fall under the same section, which would entail recording, freedom of the press, praying, freedom of the religion. So you're saying if I prayed there, it's not illegal, there's nothing wrong with that, you wouldn't have a problem with it. But if I'm recording, then you have a problem with it. See, that's a problem.
I
you
do
know?
because it's private property.
No, it isn't.
No, but it's not.
Wrong.
It's
No
public.
government-
It's publicly
no
accessible.
government property is private. Even if you lease the land off of a private owner, it turns it into government property. Again, you should start looking into this stuff. And we also check this out when you're
So you guys are
when
making a
you're
story.
digging into stuff.
What
Just
are you trying
just
to answer
listen
here?
to dig
No, but
into the
maybe-
fact that we're a constitutional monarchy. That means we have a constitution, rights that are written in stone and they cannot be violated. You're not allowed. Not even the federal government is allowed to violate our rights.
But clearly you're making a story.
Yes, I am.
So is
Yeah.
there any information you're trying to get?
Yeah, right now it's about you guys.
Okay, us.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're
Perfect.
here, so we can answer your questions. What are the
What kind of questions you guys got?
Yeah, why are you bothering me?
And calling the cops.
Because you guys
Because
are
you guys are
apparently
filming,
private
taking photos on private property and are refusing to leave.
It's just private property. Shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think
you
they
guys
get it.
understand.
Yeah.
And so the
So
story
that's
ends up taking
all
a turn into
that brought-
corrupt security that think they're security, but they're not actually licensed with the Ministry of the Attorney General of Canada or Ontario, which you need to be a security guard outside of those gates. If you're in
Can I get your name as well, please, sir?
It's not your it's not your business.
Can I see your security guard license?
No, I will not.
Well, it's your policy, right? If a member of the public asks for your security guard license, you
Yes.
must present it, just like Tyler did.
Yes, thank you very much. I'll
So,
do that.
do I have to form?
I need your name then.
Do I have to write a formal
No,
complaint against
before I
you?
give you, listen to me. Before I give you my ID, I need your ID, please.
That's not true. That's not in your policy.
To give
Under
me your
Security
ID, you
Guard
ask me
Act of
something,
Canada.
You know, I have to protect myself.
Under the Security Guards Act of Canada, I don't have to give you my ID first. You have to identify yourself.
I don't have to answer you.
Okay, well that's fine. I
Alright.
appreciate you identifying yourself, Tyler. This gentleman here would be getting a formal complaint. Which is unfortunate for you, man. You can
What
get
time
fired
is it
for that.
now?
So to be just to confirm, sir, this is Tyler, that's Mary, this is David, and you refused to give me your name, correct? You're the only one who refused to give them your name. That's not going to look good. You're the only individual who has not identified themselves yet,
I
sir.
will.
You will?
Yeah,
When?
when my boss comes in and tells you my name, please.
So do you know what the policy says? It says when a member of the public requests your ID, you must show
You
it.
need my ID?
Your guard card. I need your security guard license number.
All right.
Yeah, what is
Okay,
it?
just 1 second.
Thank you. It's not very hard. Don't let your ego get in the way.
Holy shit. So who owns it?
So what
if
was
I give
the
you my name, you'll give me your ID?
maybe?
No, it's not baby. You know, you are.
I might, yeah. It depends how nice you are and how
I am
professional
nice.
you are.
Trust me, you don't know me yet. So,
No,
you know, don't.
You're not being nice by not identifying
listen.
yourself.
Don't judge people just because you want to judge them. All right? So you can't judge me just because you don't know me.
Well, you're not following your policy right now,
Okay.
which makes me judge you to make me think that you're a bad security guard.
All right. thank you
Tyler
very
had
much.
absolutely no problem presenting me with his identification
really?
number and his
Oh,
name.
okay,
Correct.
Good, good.
Yeah, because that's what he's supposed to do.
But I have not done anything to you to ask me where is my security license.
Did I, you know, you came in and...
Sir, I'm going to ask you one more time
For
formally.
example, for example, let's say I am walking down the street, okay, with my shirt.
I'm going to ask you one more time formally, sir. Are you going to present yourself?
Yes, I will.
Right.
My
Okay.
name is Hassan. Anything else?
Thank you, Hassan. What's
You're
your
welcome.
guard card number? It's about an 8 to 9 digit number.
I don't know it.
You don't know it?
No.
Can you you should have it on you at all
All right,
times.
thank you.
Do you have it as a card or a piece of paper like Tyler did?
All right, yeah. What's your name then? I gave you my name. What's your name?
Hassan, what's your guard card
No,
number?
what's your name?
That's okay, Hassan.
No,
I
it
asked.
does not.
I gave
Really,
you
it
one
does
more
not.
chance, Hassan, to give me
Okay.
the number.
All right. Okay.
So you're in,
You
you're in
can go to
violation of your policy
listen,
now.
No. You can go talk to them while I get you the license number. Promise.
How long does it take you to get it? You
Maybe
got to
10
look it up on
minutes.
your phone?
No, yeah, it's in my phone. So it may
How
be
long
10
did it
minutes.
take you to get it, Tyler?
Me, I have it on me, sir.
Yeah, you keep it on you because you're a good security guard, it seems like. You're a little uneducated on public and private property, but other than
Maybe
that,
I am not. Maybe I am not.
Tyler's very professional.
Oh yes, he is. He is. I am not.
I try my best, sir.
He is, yeah, Hassan. Well, maybe you are, Hassan, just right in this situation.
I am. Listen to me.
In
my
this
friend.
situation, you're letting your ego get the best of you.
Trust me, I am not. If you know me, I told you, you are judging me even you don't know me.
Well,
How
because
can
you're
you
not
judge-
following your
Can
policy.
Listen. Can I judge you? I don't know you.
Sure, judge me all you
No,
want.
I will not. Why should I?
I don't know.
It's not my business to judge you.
You know
Maybe
that.
we can be friends, can we?
Yes, we can. Can you
Okay,
give me
then-
your
then
guard
how
card
can
number?
you- how can you judge me?
Can you give me your guard card
Yes,
number?
I will.
Okay.
But I have to ask my supervisor. Yes or no?
You have to ask him?
Yes, I have to
That's
ask because-
incorrect.
Listen.
That's incorrect. Tyler, Mary, and David didn't have to ask anybody. I gave you a chance, sir. That's on you now. I'm walking past you here, Mary, on your right. Just letting you know.
But yeah, just so you guys know, you would want to look into that act because if you're practicing as a security guard in this area, you cannot be part of that act. Unless you're on federal property with your
How's it going, Constable?
Aren't you guys leaving?
Well, we're not on private property.
Yeah, you are on private property. And there's a sign that says no cameras. It's Constable Cochrane 2845. Okay, so you can leave or you can get arrested for trespassing.
Or it's that way.
Yeah,
I need your,
it's that way.
Are you sergeant?
I'm not a sergeant.
No, I need your supervisor.
Okay,
before you
last
make a
chance,
leave.
last chance. You're gonna get arrested for trespassing. Okay? Walk away or get arrested.
Okay, can we request the supervisor as we're walking
No.
away?
Yeah, sure. Request call.
Yeah, okay.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
Your name and badge
Keep walking.
What would you do anyways?
Constable Cote, what's your badge number?
She has an issue. Keep walking.
Get your supervisor.
No, I don't need to get my supervisor. Go.
You think federal property is private property?
Why are you
Get
guys
off the
filming here?
property. There's no trespassing signs
What's your
anywhere.
badge number, Cote?
Go.
There aren't. Where's the no trespassing sign? You didn't
All
even
over
do
the
your
place.
investigation.
I did. They're everywhere. Keep walking.
Look at the sign.
Okay,
Where is
Cochrane, come over here and
Take
see.
this?
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back.
This is an unlawful arrest right here. Does it look like I'm leaving, Mary? What does it look like I'm doing, David?
Walk it backwards.
So I gotta pick up my son soon, so I can't take an arrest. And so that man said there was no trespassing signs all over the place. And I quote, "There are absolutely no trespassing signs anywhere where we just entered this facility. None." So Rick's gonna take the arrest there. We're gonna have a lawsuit on our hands on this one. That officer came in hot, way too hot. It's unacceptable. So apparently there's the trespassing signs, right? Where are they, guys? I don't seem to see them anywhere, because there are none. Am I being detained at this moment?
Well,
Pardon me?
not right now, no.
I just want to know what's going on,
I
man.
just wanted to know what's happening.
Can you
Guys are
identify?
arrested over there, so
Can you identify yourself, please?
Yeah, Constable Dugan with the Ottawa Police,
Thanks. Badge number?
2930.
Thanks.
Constable Azzi 2697.
Thank you.
So what's going on?
I'm not being detained, right?
Nope.
No?
Thank
We're
you.
here to hear your side of the story, right? Why did you guys or your buddy get arrested today? Why were you almost arrested today?
You guys don't have body cameras yet, huh?
No. They're coming. But we don't
You
have
want
them right
body cameras?
now. I'd love to have a body camera.
Would you?
All right, supply it to me, I'll use it. Right? Stuff you're recording. So you want to tell us what's going on today? No? Okay. So you are being told now you are trespassed from this area. Should you come back, you will be arrested. Do you understand that? I'm gonna take that as a yes. So that's your forewarning. Come back, you're arrested. Cool? Have a good day.
They've got Rick over there in cuffs. Should be an easy charge to beat. And a lawsuit. As you could hear, the man who arrested Rick said that there's no trespassing signs all over the place. And I quote, well, this is where we entered from, and there are absolutely none anywhere. Not even a one. Not even a one, guys. These tyrants, man. Absolute tyrants. There's no trespassing signs anywhere at all. The guy came in hot. Didn't want to hear no side of no story. He just took exactly what the police call said. Exactly what the security guard told him, he said. There are absolutely no trespassing signs anywhere on this property whatsoever. I was hoping to, me and Rick, be able to leave this property and then contact my lawyer and pursue this further, like I do with everything else. But that officer gave us no chance to explain ourselves, no chance to articulate what we were doing. He alleged that there's trespassing signs all over the place, and I quote, which there are absolutely none. Absolutely none. This is an unlawful arrest and an easy lawsuit. That man will be held accountable. He will be held accountable. That is just unacceptable behavior by Canadian law enforcement right there. Absolutely no trespassing signs whatsoever. There's literally just a sign that says no recording, no videotaping, no law attached to it, no bylaw attached to it, no nothing. And to add to that, we never actually passed that sign. I guarantee you there will be a complaint. If Rick wants to pursue it, there will be a lawsuit. Now the question is, are they going to bring him down to the station and hold him, or are they going to give him a ticket here and let him go? There's like 6 cruisers here. Ottawa cops, still no body camera. Again, sorry for the bad camera work. I'm holding on to Rick's tripod as well. It's kind of hard to do both. There's Mary. I bet she's happy. Are you happy, Mary? You just got somebody placed in handcuffs and kidnapped. What about you, David? Coward. Hey, how are ya? How you doing today? Why are you recording me over there? Have a nice day, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am. Secretly recording me over there. Have some balls. If you want to record me, record me. Don't be a coward about it. Now, this guy looks like a regular old civilian taking a walk down this sidewalk. So is he allowed to do that? Yes, he is. Are we allowed to record here? Yes, we are. Guys, they came here like 6 or 7 cars deep. Also, one of them had cherries on. So they had their lights on. Emergency situation for 2 individuals on the public sidewalk with cameras. But he came in hot, threatening arrest right off the bat. Saying if you don't back up, you'll be arrested. I told Rick, look, I gotta pick up my son later. I can't get arrested today. I do have my lawyer ready, Alan Honor, for situations like this. Me and Rick were walking back to the sidewalk under threat of arrest, and then was immediately placed in cuffs. Now, what the charge is gonna be, I can't wait to find out. If they do no trespassing, or if they give him a trespass charge, that's gonna be absolutely hilarious. Because again, as you can see, there are absolutely no trespassing signs anywhere here. We were told by the guards themselves that this was a publicly accessible area, that you can walk through the sidewalk to get to visitors parking. You can walk through the sidewalk. You just can't record, is what they said to me. The Ottawa police force, man, never seem to amaze me with how tyrannical they really can be. I'm gonna go to the other side of the street here. Honestly, it does not look like they're gonna let Rick go on the spot. Oh, we'll see. They keep looking over at me. They really want to get me. Let's see, do they got Rick in one of these? He's not in that one. He might be in this one, or the one back there, the unmarked one. Don't eat yellow snow. Yeah, you take care. Have a good day. Thinking he can intimidate me, just staring at me like that. You are a coward, bro. If I'm not mistaken, Rick's in the back of that car over there. The unmarked one with the tyrant driving it. And his tyrant partner who didn't want to give her badge number. Instead of saying her badge number, she said more syllables than her badge number would have took to ask me, wait, what'd she ask? What was I doing? Or if I was gonna leave or not? I can't recall exactly. It was all heat of the moment right there, guys. But she's a tyrant, he's a tyrant. Of course, Ottawa police are tyrants, man, all of them. It's always a bad experience when we come out to Ottawa. They don't have body cameras. They seem to have no accountability. The whole trucker convoy thing, there's a bunch of tyrants. They're all running around, violating people's rights. And now they do the same thing here again today. I genuinely hope Rick has some form of recording device on him. I believe Rick is incarcerated in the back of that car that just left, guys. These tyrants right there thought they could trick me into talking myself into an arrest. Pathetic. That Cote constable actually driving by herself. It's gonna be an easy lawsuit. We can prove that there's no trespassing signs here. We can absolutely prove without a reasonable doubt that there's no trespass signs here. The security guard informed us it was publicly accessible. There's visitors parking. There's just no way that charge is gonna hold up. And I really hope Rick fights it and takes it to the next level. Because this one needs to go to the next level. Absolutely needs to go to the next level. There needs to be complaints. There needs to be a lawsuit. So here we are in a public sidewalk right now. They've got no photos and videos prohibited. There's absolutely no way they can enforce that when we're on the public sidewalk. Also, this path here has no trespassing signs, nothing of the sort. It doesn't even tell you what kind of facility it is. It just says, don't record. Ottawa. Ottawa is a tyrannical place. I recommend you never move to Ottawa. I recommend you don't visit Ottawa. I recommend if you live in Ottawa that you get your ass out of Ottawa as soon as possible. It's very scary that the police don't have body cameras. Well, here's Rick. They drove him off the property. That's an easy lawsuit there, bud.
You're a lawyer.
Yep.
I have a court. This is a Schedule 3 summons. You know what he said to me?
Oh, I need to ask you some questions. Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead. Tell me what he said to you.
All right. So, they arrested me for trespassing and engaging in a prohibited act. And failure to leave when required to ask to do so and engaging in a prohibited act. So basically, you see that sign there? It says no photography.
Yep, I was just telling him about it.
He says if you can see the sign, you can't film there.
Oh,
So
man.
what you were doing right there is exactly what he's telling me I couldn't do.
Yeah.
And then they told me this is private property, even though that guy Tyler said it was publicly accessible
Yep.
up to the gate.
Yep.
But we couldn't record up to the gate, which I'm like, we're not crossing the sign.
Since you got arrested, I've seen multiple people walk from the sidewalk onto the property. Have you seen a couple? I've even seen a couple bicyclists.
Yeah, well, there's paths around CSIS, so you're allowed on it.
Yeah.
And there's no law attached to that sign. That's the sign. There's no. It's like this is Trespass to Property Act stuff. It's just a policy they have. So he's like, I was telling him like, you got to do your research. He's like, you crossed multiple no trespassing signs. I'm like.
There's absolutely none.
I'm like, go find
I've
one.
established that.
I'm like, you really? And I talked to the sergeant, and the sergeant just didn't care. He's like, you got to identify to this guy, or we're taking you to the station. I'm like, I'll identify. I never said I wouldn't, but yeah, I'm like, they wrecked my hat, fucking guys. We're gonna have to glue it back together. And yeah, they were assholes, dude. My fucking hands hurt, dude. Like, there's some marks you can see.
Oh yeah, put that up to the camera. Oh yeah, right there.
I had no feeling in my hand. Like, my pinky was just fucking going like crazy. I keep thinking it's mine. And yeah, and I told him, I'm like, these guys, like, it's okay if they're signing a fucking statement saying they asked us to leave, and that this is, I'm like, then fine, they didn't lie. But I don't think they did. They just said we can't film there, and it's publicly accessible. No, it's private property. We never refused to leave. We were just arguing the fact if it's private or public. They didn't want to hear it, man.
We established multiple times that we can walk on the property there, just not record.
Yeah, even past their signs.
Yeah.
But we weren't past the signs. So he literally thinks, that's what he said to me in the car, is he thinks that if you can see that sign, that means you are engaging in a prohibited act. That's it. That's his stance. If you see that sign, you can't be filming.
So did you tell him about the first sentence of it?
Yeah, oh yeah, I did.
He didn't care.
I told him I didn't tell him who I was, but I'm like, do you know what I do for a living? He's like, what? I'm like, I catch corrupt cops like you. He's like, well, how long? And I'm like, how long you been a cop? I'm like, I bet you about a year or two. He's like, not long, 2 years, maybe. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's right. You should learn that people don't have this. That's not private property, dude. Government property is never private. We have to follow the restricted areas on the property, but our rights apply. Did you see a fucking slash off the camera?
No, I didn't see that part.
He took a fucking knife to it, bro. He's like, how do you undo that? I'm like, it's a loop. And he just grabbed my fucking camera and knife and just acting like Joe fucking Commando. One of the cops wouldn't fucking identify the chick cop.
Yeah, she wouldn't say her badge number or her name.
She didn't have a name tag either.
It was Cote. C-O-T-E. Yeah.
So that was wild. I have a court date, September 11th. Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
So that's like months from now. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
This is something that the Democracy Fund will happily pick up.
Yeah, absolutely. We were nowhere near private property. Like and he literally said, if you can see that sign, that means you're engaging in a prohibited act. I'm like, no. So I asked him, I'm like, so dude, if there's a no trespassing sign on a gate or a fence, and I can read that, but I don't jump over that fence, I'm like, am I trespassing? He goes, if you're on the property, you are. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no. That's not the way, especially not on government property.
No.
Like, there's a gate and a sign. It means you can't cross the sign. We didn't even cross that sign because we're at CSIS.
And I was saying, I'm not happy that Rick took the arrest. He didn't even do it on purpose.
No.
But like, there's gonna be a follow-up on this one, and it's gonna be an easy one, man.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a really easy one. Man, Ottawa's a bad place to live, a bad place to be. Like, cops are fucked out here, man.